Well, right now, James, we have Vanessa and Marcel joining us. This is your weekend. My gosh, you've got General Hospital this afternoon, of course, at 3 o'clock. And then you've got your primetime General Hospital tomorrow night. And then on Sunday night, you've got your television movie, To Love, Honor, and Deceive. My gosh, this is one crazy Vanessa Marcel weekend.
So
you're going to be, what, videotaping yourself all weekend long?
No, absolutely not. I'll be doing something completely different, as far away from the TV as I can get.
Well, my producer wants to know, first of all, what's going to happen with General Hospital in terms of Brenda and Sonny? Andrea needs to know that answer.
You know, they really don't tell us. We can actually go up and kind of find out what's going on, but it's just like watching my stuff. Usually I like to just kind of leave it alone and focus on today, because I spend so much time in yesterday and tomorrow. I'm always trying to kind of get back to, okay, let's be in today. So I really don't know, but she did say she could get me an Elmo. So
hear that, Andrea?
I could be persuaded
she could be bribed
to call the writers right now
for
find out what's going to happen to Brenda and Sonny.
She could get it.
For an Elmo.
All right, we'll work on that. Meanwhile, let's talk about how you're able to weave in the two, because you do General Hospital all the time. How are you able to work in the television movie as well?
It was it was very, very tough, and I'm feeling it. I need a vacation. We shot in North Carolina, and and I was in, you know, every single scene except for maybe 3 of them, I think. And we had 3 days off on the movie, and in those 3 days, I flew home and did 32 scenes for General Hospital. So you never really saw that I was off the show.
Wow.
So I did both. And it's the same thing I did with The Rock. I flew home and did GH on my days off, and it's kind of a crazy schedule, but Wendy Rich, who's our producer of General Hospital, was wonderful enough to let me out. So can't really complain about working.
It's quite suspenseful. I had a chance to look at it yesterday.
Yeah?
Yeah. So just sort of set it up for us, if you will, because we're going to go to a clip in a second.
It's about a young girl just out of college who marries an older guy, and she kind of puts her career on hold. She doesn't have a family, so she gets to, she thinks she's finally going to have this perfect family, and she finds out that he's not who he says he was. He's a fraud. And she loses her son and her husband in the movie, and it's actually very heart-wrenching.
It really is. Why don't we take a look at you in action from To Love, Honor, and Deceive.
Okay.
This is, of course, starring Vanessa Marcel.
Did he have a drug problem?
No, Daniel, you know that he didn't.
Is it possible that he was being blackmailed?
No, it's not possible. No, I don't understand what you're asking me. What does any of this have to do with Matthew?
Matthew took the money, Sidney. Over time, he withdrew enough to leave you nearly broke. I'm sorry. That much we know for sure.
Well, then he had a reason. Maybe there was a problem and he didn't want me to worry. He was very protective of me. Matthew was very protective of me.
Sidney.
Daniel. He was my husband. I know how he was.
That's pretty interesting stuff. You don't like to watch yourself, I noticed.
No.
I was like, you look kind of stunned. I mean, look at you sitting Indian style here. You can't get more casual than this, James. She's reading the paper.
My palms are all sweaty.
From her to let her know that we're about to do a live interview. She's sitting with her legs crossed. Is this how you go on the set every day?
It is. Well, I was reading about Madonna. If there's anything about Madonna, everything stops in my life. It does. I'm in love with her. She's amazing.
Let me ask you this also. Are you going to be doing the General Hospital 2? That's what, this new sequel that's replacing The City?
Yeah, I'm not really sure what's happening with that. I know that our character's going to kind of cross over to that show sometimes, and there will be some characters, from what I hear, that will go over and just be on that show. But I don't think that I'll do that. So we'll have to wait and see.
Okay, but you will be doing General Hospital tomorrow night, prime time, and it will be a continuation from today's episode?
GH will be on tomorrow night on prime time, and it's an amazing show. And then my movie's on Sunday night.
Andrea, I tried to find out what's going to happen. I'm sorry. If you give her this tickle me Elmo, she'll tell you. She's dying. She's telling me, I'm dying, I'm dying. Thank you. We're going to take a look at you all weekend long. We won't get any Christmas shopping done. And thanks a lot for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Continue reading, all right?
Thank you.
All right, see you later. James, back to you now.
And you know why she sits that way?
Why?
Because she can.
Because, you know, I was going to say that. And I can't. I won't even attempt it.
Don't look at me.